The more sacred the relationship, the more attacks it might have to endure. This is why that if you want to prevail with this relationship and rise up with this person, you're going to have to actually surrender to the Most High. And I'm not talking about figures, religion, or idols. I'm really talking about God, the real one and only, the truth. What it means to surrender yourself and your relationship to God is you allow God to protect it, regardless of how much spiritual connection that you feel and how deeply connected you feel with this person and how much you love each other and how much you want to be with each other. When that love manifests itself on the material plane, it is going to also face a lot of challenges. And of course, that if that covenant that you have with this person harbors love, what makes you think that it's not going to experience attacks from oppositional energy that actually wants you to separate you from that love? And the covenant where you experience love, right? And that your love with this person equals the love that you want to experience on earth, which you might equate that love to God, right? When you feel love, when you feel in love, when you feel empowered by love, when you feel real love, that is the feeling of being connected to source, right? That place, that space is where you can experience transformation and healing when you surrender yourself to it. So of course, such powerful space is such a threat to the oppositional energy that needs you to still operate in a lower realm, that needs you to still be hurting, for you to still suffer in your trauma, filled in resentment, hatred, blame, and playing victim. The oppositional energy wants you to be wrapped up in that. So of course, it's going to throw more attacks. And this is why both people who are in this relationship with each other, and this is why I say commitment, marriage. When I say marriage, I'm talking about the covenant. I'm not talking about papers or documents or rings. I'm talking about the promise you made to each other under the witness of God. In that space, both of you guys will experience multitudes of attacks. And this is why that both of you guys have to be committed to each other. But beneath that, or rather, should I say above it all, you both have to commit yourself to the Most High. Because without God, without the Most High, allowing yourself to receive real open love from God consciousness, a real energy, the real divine, okay? When both of you are committed to that journey of accessing the Most High, but not just in the sense of like proclaiming your connection, but really having that relationship, which requires surrendering. That is the only method in which you can prevail through these attacks. I'm telling you, the more sacred your marriage is, covenant, the more sacred your relationship, the more attacks it's going to suffer. And if you, or if they, or both of you don't open yourself up, where if you don't surrender to God, where if you don't allow yourself to receive protection and guidance from God, you might end up turning against each other, or one of you gives up, or both of you give up, and then you turn against each other. You see, that's how the enemies attack you. The enemies know exactly how to get to you. And this is why I always say this. It is not your traumas that disable you from finding love. It is your inability to surrender to the Most High, because through the love of the Most High, you can experience real healing and transformation and long-lasting love. And if you have someone in front of you who allow you to experience that space of safety and security, and even in the amidst of the rawest vulnerability, you feel safe with that person, that is God's love that you are provided for. And if you don't appreciate it, because you doubt it, you're worried, or you are two-faced, or you're playing games, or you think this person is doing something, or you're projecting, but you're not holding yourself accountable. All these self-sabotaging behaviors that you're engaged in, your enemies love this. This is exactly what the oppositional energy wants you to do, to continue to succumb to these low vibrational behaviors, to continue to succumb to the self-sabotaging behavior, so that you will eventually separate yourself from this love, from this person, and ultimately from God. It's ultimately up to you.